Hola, buenos días. Ah, you're from the cruise ship. Okay, well, we've been expecting you. Welcome to our little cafe. I'm gonna have you take a seat over there. I have a quiet spot picked out, and we'll do your coffee tasting. You do enjoy coffee, right? Okay, wonderful. Well, yeah, just go ahead and make yourself comfortable over there. And I'm going to pour a few of the different varieties that we offer, just little taster cups. And then you can select which one you'd like to enjoy today, all right? Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful. I went ahead and got you a few of our top varieties so that you can have a taste of them. Yes, and then as I said, the one you enjoy the most, we'll be more than happy to pour you a nice tall cup of it, and you can sit out on our veranda area out there and enjoy the sunlight and the birds chirping. It's a gorgeous day today. Wonderful. Okay, so the first one I'm going to have you try today, it's called Café Solo. It's right here. And it's basically espresso, so it's the most common form of coffee that you'll find here in España. Yeah. Well, it's quite strong. I will warn you. So just go ahead and have a sip of that and see if you enjoy that. Yes, it is quite strong. Okay, this next variety here. This is a café con leche. And it's basically our espresso coffee with a little bit of milk added, and the milk is steamed before it's added to the espresso. And you can always add sugar to it if you prefer. Yes, I always like my café con leche with just a little bit of sugar, which is called azúcar here. Go ahead and have a sip of that. Yes, it is quite nice, right? Okay, this next one here that I have for you here is a café cortado. Now this is quite like a café con leche, except it has a little bit less milk in it. Yeah, some people call it stained coffee. Yeah. We actually put just a hint of cinnamon in ours here at this cafe. Yeah. Would you like to have a sip of this? Okay. It is quite lovely. Yeah, that dash of cinnamon really works wonders for the taste. This next offering here that I have for you is leche manchada, or stained milk, as opposed to stained coffee, which was the last selection that I had you taste. And this is just basically a little coffee and quite a bit of steamed milk. Yeah. Well, this is generally a coffee that's served in more the southern regions of Spain. In Sevilla, exactly. And with ours here, we put just a dash of vanilla in it, just for a, oh yes, of course, pure vanilla extract, just for a dash of, yeah, a little personal touch. Yes, it is quite nice. Alright, and the next selection I have for you, it's decaf coffee, café descafeinado. Now we serve this two ways. We have a machine that makes it, and you can have it really any way that you have the normal espresso drinks that we offer, or you can have it served from a de sobre or a sachet. Yes. Oh, yes, by all means, go ahead and have a sip. This one has quite a bit of milk in it and a little bit of vanilla. How did you care for that one? You liked it? Okay. Well, this is perfect if you want an evening drink. It won't keep you up all night because it has just a fraction of the caffeine that normal coffee does. Okay, this is one of my favorites that you're going to be tasting next. It's café con hielo. It's actually a glass of espresso, and it's served with ice. Yes, it's quite delectable. Now, we also have this sort of coffee with ice cream. We have an ice cream option, so you can choose to have the espresso served with just a little bit of ice and then a scoop of vanilla ice cream, which is called helado. Yeah. Yes, go ahead and have a sip, please. What did you think of that one? Good, yes. I agree. Okay, this next selection I have for you is the Café Bonbon, and it's espresso with sweetened condensed milk. It's sometimes called a Café Cortado Condensada, but we call it a Café Bonbon here. You can also have this particular coffee served with a mix of normal milk and half of the sweetened condensed milk, and we call that a leche, milk and milk. Yes, by all means, please have a taste. Yeah, you're free to taste any of the things that I have here for you. It is delicious, isn't it? And this last coffee selection I have for you here is a Café Bonbon con hielo, and it is just essentially our Café Bonbon with ice, and I've actually included a little bit of vanilla ice cream and whipped cream in this one, just so that you could have a taste of it in that form. Yes, that's one of my favorites as well. I agree with you. Well, yes, we can serve any of our coffees with just a dash of liqueurs. Some people like it with rum, and some people like it with the chocolate liqueurs that we have. Yes, we can do more of an Irish coffee as well with Bailey's liqueur, definitely. We cater to a wide range of cultures and people just because we are a big tourist destination area here, so you'll find, yes. Now, is there any particular one of the coffee that you'd like to have a larger glass of, a larger cup of? All right, perfect. Now, yes, we will offer you also a complimentary dessert with that. We have several different options. We have crepes with Nutella and whipped cream, with sliced bananas, and we also have chocolate cake. It's a 3-layer chocolate cake that was baked fresh in the bakery that's down the street here. Oh, it's quite decadent. And then we also have an assortment of cookies. Okay. Okay, that sounds fantastic. I'll get those for you then. Wonderful. All right. Here's your coffee. And here's your dessert. Wonderful. And please just take your time enjoying it. Are there any questions that I might answer for you about our little village? Oh yes, if you enjoy the dessert that I offer you today, the bakery down the way that I mentioned earlier is simply delightful. It's run by a woman who has grown up in the village, and she's had that bakery for 54 years, and she's absolutely amazing. She makes all the wedding cakes and the birthday cakes for the people here in the village, and it's kind of a tradition. Yeah. Well, we have all sorts of different pastries for different events. For instance, during Easter, we'll make a cake that's sort of in the shape of an Easter egg, but it is missing the center. It's almost like a large donut, and in the center we'll put a chocolate egg. It's absolutely delicious. Oh yes, every holiday has a certain pastry or delectable that is made by the local bakeries. And of course it depends upon the region of Spain that you're in. For instance, one region might have a certain pastry, and then another will have a completely different cake that they make for a special event. Exactly. Well, the dialect here is Valencian, and it's also Spanish, so as you'll notice, yeah, on all of our menus we've posted both languages, and we also have an English language menu, just because, as I mentioned, we do get quite a lot of tourism here. Well, it was my pleasure to serve you today, and I'll also be sending you home with a bag of the fresh coffee beans that we use here in the cafe. Yes, we grind all of our own cafe beans here. Definitely, and we find it's fresher and the taste is much more robust. And that aroma, yeah, we like to fill the air here in the little cafe with that fragrant aroma of the roasted coffee beans. Well, yes. I hope you enjoy the rest of your cruise, and when you're ready to leave, just let me know, and I'll be sending you off with that bag of coffee beans that I mentioned. Fantastic. All right. It was a pleasure serving you today.